Hey everybody, Sarah here. So it's Monday. Um, I might make a video again on Thursday, maybe, I don't know. Um, Depends, like, if anything interesting happens in the week, or anything like that. But I have to make this video today. I just had to. I think, by the way I'm reacting, you know what the hell I'm going to talk about. Um, yeah, anyway, so if you haven't seen, well, I'll say last night's episode of Game of Thrones. I mean, in America it was last night. Here it was 2 o'clock in the morning, or it's on. Well, I think it's just started now on Sky Atlantic. But like, it's like repeated then at 9 o'clock because it's on at 2 o'clock in the morning here, and then they repeat it in the evening for people who didn't watch it at 2 o'clock. I didn't watch it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I recorded it. Um, yeah. So much for what I said. Oh yeah, hang on. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, click off now because there are spoilers. Um, yeah, so alright. Started off, like, obviously when the names come up, um, usual names come up, like, oh my god, why is the name just going out my head? Emilia Clarke, um, Lena, um, Peter, um, Nikolai. Sorry, I just wanted because, like, he's one of my favourites. Him and, Jerome. Um, yeah, so, alright. Nikolai's name came up, so I was like, he's in it. Obviously, I'm nervous anyway. Because like it's Game of Thrones, anybody can get killed off. And I noticed Jerome's name didn't come up, so I was like, well, hopefully they don't kill him off screen. And his name didn't come up, so I was thinking, well, he's not in it today, so he's not going to get killed off at least, as long as they don't do it off screen. So he's going to be in the last episode, hopefully. I mean, if his last scene was if his last scene was last week's one with that small bit he had in when he was talking to Jamie and Tyrion. If that was his last scene in the whole thing, I won't be happy. But then I'm saying that. But then if he gets killed off in next week's one, then I kind of wish that last week's one was his last scene, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so the names come up at the beginning and all that kind of stuff, yeah. I mean, up until the first advert, at least here, I don't know how often the adverts are overseas in other places, but here, I mean, the first 10 minutes, or up until the first advert, was all Daenerys, um, Tyrion, you know, those lot, anyway. Yeah, there was those lots, and I was like, come on, I want to see some Jamie. I mean, I watched this program for Jamie and for Bronn. Well, to start with, it was just for Bronn. And then it was for Jamie as well. So, yeah, so finally we see him and all that. Oh, no, actually, we didn't see him straight. Did we see him straight away? No, we didn't see him straight away. We find out that, I can't remember who said it now. Somebody, I can't remember if it was Daenerys, or someone said to Tyrion about, your brother being a prisoner. And I'm like, his brother's Jamie. Yeah, so he went to obviously go and help him, or go to talk to him anyway. But he did help him like out, and saying like leave and all that kind of stuff. Leave and you know whatever, but just leave this place now. Go back to I don't think he just say go back up to Brienne, but yeah, but he was on about him leaving, but he didn't anyway. Because I was saying, I just found it funny. It was like Tyrion helping Jaime escape when whatever season it was, Jamie helped Tyrion escape. Yeah, so it was like, oh yeah, he was like, how did you get caught? And he was like, because of the golden hand. And I was like, if he didn't have the golden hand, it still would have been obvious who he was, because he wouldn't have had a hand, if you know what I mean. So either way, he would have been recognised because of either no hand or golden hand. That's what I understood from it. Yeah, so obviously there was everything going on and all that. Jamie was trying to find a way in. Oh, he couldn't get in. He couldn't get the attention of one of the soldiers, so he found another way in, and he ended up coming face to face with. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Is that other Danish actor? That one that's been sleeping with Cersei. Cersei? Oh my god, I can't say her name. Yeah, with Jamie's sister. Yeah, he came face to face with him, and obviously there was a fight. And I was like, oh no, Jamie got hurt quite badly. And I thought, no, this is not how you die. You do not die in this cave or wherever it was, right by the water, getting killed by that person. And like the sword was like a bit of a distance away from him, and I was like, come on, you can't get away with this. And then he whenever one had like turned his back or something, and you could see Jamie like looking over at the sword, and I was like, come on, stab him. Well, I said stab him in the back, but actually this other one turned around and you got him in the stomach anyway, or around there anyway. Yeah, so he killed him, and then that one that he killed. Well, I say he killed. Alright, he was dying, I should say, because as Jamie went off, one said, "I killed Jamie Lannister," or something like that, and I was like, "But he's alive." Yeah, so obviously Jamie goes off to find his sister, and I know I'm not even talking about the rest of it, I'm just talking about Jamie. Yeah, so he goes to find his sister, and then like he finds her, like they're hugging and all that, and he's like, "Come on, come on," and he is badly hurt because she's like, "You bleed, you're hurt." She says you're hurt, and then she says you're bleeding because there's like blood on her hand, and yeah, so he's like, "Come on, you need to get out of here," and it took a not down to the basement. I want to say the crypts. It's not even the crypts. The dungeons. I don't know. And when they got down there, they were like, I was like, "How are you gonna get out?" You know, it's all like not caving in, but crumbling and all that. And then she was like, "Oh yeah." I don't know. She was on about the baby anyway, and all that. And she was like, "Nothing else matters except me and you." And I was like, "This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening." And then they, you could see them like hugging, like just holding on to each other, and like in the not in the background, like over there, like well, pretty much behind Jamie. Then you could see like as the walls were caving in. I was like, "No, this can't be happening. This can't be happening." And then obviously fades to black. Or no, I can't say fades to black. Then it goes on to the next scene. Then whoever was in the next scene, and I thought they're dead, aren't they? I'm just pissed off. Like I don't care about Jamie's sister. Jamie should have stayed until the end. I mean, pretty much the end, but I just really, oh. But I don't know. It's just the way it didn't show them like afterwards. As far as I could see, they didn't show them afterwards dead. It was like went to the next scene and all that, and that was it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna believe Jamie's dead until I've seen the last episode. because I don't want to be thinking from now until, well, from when I watched it until next Sunday, or next Monday. I don't want to be thinking to myself, oh, he's dead and all that, and then suddenly when Tyrion's like thinking, oh, he's lost all his family now. I don't want suddenly for Jaime to pop up and say, no, I know he won't pop up and say, he would have managed to get out somehow. I don't know, but I'm keeping my hopes up that he might be alive. He might have managed to get out from under people. I mean, you have these earthquakes and whatever around the world, and obviously there's collapsed buildings and all that, and people manage to get out the rubble alive. Not all the time, but I mean, there's sometimes that happens. So that's why I'm thinking they didn't show either of them dead. And you know what Game of Thrones is like, they show all the gruesome stuff. So they didn't show them like after the things came, the place crumbled and all that kind of stuff. So until I watch the very last second of next week's episode, I'm not believing Jaime's dead. Really, I'm not. So I know, I don't know, I just think, I don't think, but I'm hoping that when I'm watching that one, he is gonna like end up being alive. His sister died, but he's still alive. So she died in the arms of the person she loved, but he's still alive. I know that would kind of, I mean, him losing his twin and all that, but I don't know. I'm hoping. Even yeah, that's another thing. When I've been reading stuff about this episode, they've mentioned them dying, but then they'll mention Cersei's death rather than her and Jaime's death. Even though, like in the headline, it'll say that, the rest of it will say just her name. So I'm like, why are you just mentioning her name? If it was both of them, they've both been like in it from the very first episode. So that's why I'm not convinced. And yeah, like I think I said in the video as well, and I did see it somewhere. It said it was a beautiful. The last scene he filmed was he said it was a beautiful episode in a beautiful place. And I'm thinking, like, for the past 5 episodes, there's been, first episode was the last bit of the first, last bit of the first episode he was in. Then second episode, they were in up north, in the north, and where else? Third episode was the battle, and that was all dark. And fourth episode, Jaime was pretty much either outside with a horse, outside with a horse, in that hall with Tyrion and Brienne and Pod and everybody else, or they were in Brienne's room getting on. So when he said it was a beautiful place, I'm like, but what beautiful place is it? I mean, I'm supposed all those places are beautiful in a way, but I mean, just the way he said it, it was like, whatever. And then the other bit he said was, I can't find it anywhere, but I did read it, and it was saying, he filmed with somebody he hasn't filmed with before. And I'm thinking, well, like I said, first episode it was him and Bran. He's filmed with him because he pushed him out the window, up the thing, at the tower. Second episode, he'd filmed with before anyway, like Tyrion and Brienne and whoever. Third episode, it was with Brienne and Pod and all that. film with those. And the fourth episode was the same ones. He's filmed with them. And then this week, I should say, I mean, the only different person besides his brother and his sister that he hadn't filmed with was that when I said he had a fight with. He's filmed with him before, so I'm trying to think, who is the person he has not filmed with before? Well, that's why I'm convinced he isn't dead. I just can't work it out. Like I said, I can't find that bit anywhere now, except like It's a Beautiful Place they filmed. Whilst I was convinced last episode, this last one coming up, that he was gonna be in that with Brienne. Maybe a time jump. They've had a baby because she got pregnant after they slept together, obviously. Yeah, so that's what I was convinced of. We all just have to see. Yeah, and who else died in it? Now I said about that. So we lost. Who we lost? That one I said Jamie was fighting with was him. There was the Hound and his brother. I mean, I think they're dead. They fell together into the fire, which I thought he fell into the fire, and he was scared of fire. So it was them two. There was that one I said Jamie was fighting with. The bald one. Can't think of his name now. Because he, I would say stabbed Daenerys in the back, but, well, not literally, but, yeah, you know what I mean. The one I saw was with Jamie's sister, that oldish one. He was dead, as far as I know. I can't think of else. Probably a few others as well. Yeah, can't think who else. And obviously Cersei, and yeah. Like I said, I think Cersei's dead. I just got convinced Jamie is. Because I don't know. I just got convinced. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't think Jamie's dead. This is Game of Thrones. Anything can happen. They can kill people off, but they can pretend to kill somebody off, but he's actually still alive. So we'll see next week, won't we? I just hope this time next week I'm gonna have a smile on my face, like Jamie's alive, and Bron's hopefully still alive. Yeah, but fingers crossed. Yeah, so I will see you in my next video, which will probably be next week, but it might be one like on Thursday as normal, but I'm not sure because obviously I'm going to upload this one when I've finished recording it. Yeah, so I will see you then. And saying that, I haven't even watched the trailer for next week's episode yet, so I'll do that when I finish watching this. Yeah, so see you then. Bye bye.